Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. There is one last thing I want to do before I start taking on, before I go to the Citadel. It's basically just one more person I want to pick up. But as promised, this is the lab where I get all my nice cool tech stuff, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But first, let's talk to Morgan.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well, safe and secure, neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs, noisy. Never used them in STG.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Sure.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team. Deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions. Needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
So, this panel is where you buy all of the nice little tech upgrades, and this is the one that shows you all the stuff that you already have. So, let's go here. I believe, yeah. So, we have some upgrades to purchase. Do try and use them sparingly. My advice is whenever a ship upgrade pops up, purchase it immediately. The ship upgrades determine whether or not your crew survive. Or, well, it partially determines whether or not your crew survives. Okay. So those are not unlocked yet. More metagel. Now, it is possible in the first game to unlock everything. It's possible in this game to unlock everything. You just got to do a lot of very unnecessary things for right now, I need the heavy weapons ammo upgrade. So, this is all the stuff that I have unlocked. Now, certain things carry over from game to game, such as the cane. You unlock that at the very end of the last game of the first playthrough, and that actually carries over. But, as you clearly can see, a lot of your tech upgrades don't.
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I'll chat her up later.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
It's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Now, there is a bit of inconsistency with the collector stuff, which I'll show you guys in a moment.
Commander,
I assume everything's going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, like I said, I'll discuss the inconsistencies in...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, Kelly, you told me that already. So, take care of Garrus. Again, this is one of those things I have read through all of these messages before. Some of them actually have some valuable information. Others, not so much. This is the one that I was looking for. And all the rest of this stuff, this stuff is just the same as the lab. That's the same as the messages, obviously archive messages, and that's basic just combat training, which does absolutely nothing for you. Whew. But we did unlock the medbay research. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get some more of that. I'll show you guys how it's done, though, regrettably. That actually did not take as long as I thought it would. Much better. Because the problem is, normally I'd go through all the good options and heal my scars that way.
No messages for you, Commander.
Duh. But I can't have this pretty face like continuing to stay scarred up like that. Like, that's just not cool. So, normally, I would go and pick up, I would wait until I got Tally or whatever. Actually, nah, I'll do that next time. So, while I'm here in the area, I'll show you guys how to do the scan thing, and this will be the only planet that you guys see me scan. So if you want to know what it's like and how it's done, this is it. You guys will never see me do this again. The only time I'm going to scan something is if I'm looking for a beacon. So the little chart on the left, right? So you see the second bar over. See how that's turning a little bit orange? Now it's red. Now it's orange. Red. Bright orange. So there's a high concentration somewhere in this general area. And it doesn't matter how accurate you are with it, just so long as you're close.
Probe away.
Left click to fire a
In
probe,
research
right click to
projects,
scan.
uranium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Now at the top you see how it says moderate. That means that there is a lot of resources, or there's quite a few resources on this planet. Right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is a faint ticking sound in the background.
Probe launched.
The louder that tick, the more resources you have in the area. It's either louder or more rapid. I think it's louder. I mean, if you can hear it, it's pretty high resources. Now, in a moment, you'll see that it'll change from moderate to poor.
Palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Now, in order to rotate the planet, I can either scroll all the way over to the left side, or I can just hit the A and D keys to rotate the planet. Like I said, this is the only time you guys are going to see me do this.
Probe away.
And I will do the
Probe
entire
away.
planet. So, as you can imagine, collecting resources is actually pretty easy in this game. The downside, of course, being that
Launching probe.
A, I'm going to have to refill my probes at some point. And B, and here's the bad part, there's a lot of planets. Now, obviously some have better resources than others. And, you know, we can get into the logistics of all of that later, which we won't.
Probe away.
But, you know, for a moderate planet, this thing... Ah, okay.
Probe away.
There it goes. Now, it will collect resources from, like, sort of all over. So that nice little spike that you guys saw. So there's a little bit right there, but not
Probe
a lot.
away. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away.
Until eventually you get to the point... Because even a poor... Even a planet with poor resources has resources. But if you stick around long enough, which I had to do in the first game in order to get everything, because I was hoping that it would carry over, but it won't.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
But if I stick around long enough, I can completely drain all the resources from this planet.
Probe away. Probe away.
But I won't, because I'm not a jerk. So that's how you do the planet stuff. Next time we get a world that's got... I pressed escape one too many times. Next time I get a world that's actually part of a mission, I will I'll go through all of that. So there are a few places that I would like to go most notably the Citadel. I think I might. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and hit the Citadel. For 2 reasons. First, Kasumi. Actually, 3 reasons now that I think about it. So, first, Kasumi. Secondly, Anderson. And the third reason, well, you'll see. As always, I will skip through repeat videos. I also like that they show you an area you don't have access to. That was nice of them. See, the main thing is I just don't like taking Cerberus troops with me onto the Citadel. But I can live with Morton and Garrus.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
I believe either of them works, but...
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Koto. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Press M for the map. Which, of course, you know, won't do me a lick of good.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
I'll probably switch one of them out with Kasumi.
Keepers. Fascinating creatures. Genetic constructs adapted to work in Citadel. Couldn't survive outside. Unknown purpose. Wish I could have studied them. Had other things to do instead.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot!
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip.
Sir, yes, sir.
And that's the third reason why I came to the Citadel. Oh, I love that speech. I love that speech so much. Because it's completely accurate.
I swear to God, I didn't touch anything.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're... dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us, or both of us, get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Commander Bailey. So, there are a few things I want to do around here, which I'll probably go ahead and do. First,
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
I did want to get that mission.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
Counselor Udina isn't available, but as his top advisor, I speak with his full authority and approval. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
So, the thing is, neither of these options are really, I mean, they make way too much sense to even ask.
I guess I'm on my own. Again.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. If Councilor Udina were here, he wouldn't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution, and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You went to the Council behind my back. Do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you still had no right to do this without my knowledge. Maybe it's time the Alliance found me a new advisor.
Anderson took an impossible situation and turned it into a win for both sides.
You can say you knew all along, or you can explain to the Alliance how you want to replace me for doing your job.
You don't leave me much choice, but I know this game. I'll tell the other counselors I'm on board.
So long, Counselor. Maybe we'll meet again sometime.
I think it would be best if I kept my distance. Strictly for appearances, of course.
What an ass. As bad as Udina was before, he's 10 times worse now that he's part of the Council. Better him than me, though. And he's done a good job promoting Alliance interests with the Citadel.
You haven't forgotten how you got here. The rest of them, they're buried in procedure.
Some of that is necessary. This place, the scale of it, doesn't hit you even when you're standing in it. But crack the files on interspecies relations, there's no end. We don't need an outside threat, Shepard. The balance here seems like it's fragile enough.
How have the last couple years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I planned to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
So, I only really went through that option because it's like, why can't I have the Like, normally I'd be like, look, I understand that you can't say anything to me about her, but, you know, I need you to explain to her the situation or tell her something, because, of course, you know, we all know Ashley. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, it just seems weird.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Which is why I left all their agents back on the ship. So, actually starting... Ooh, no. I don't want to go there until... Oh, decisions. I think I need to go to 28. So I am going to run over my 30-minute mark a little bit, but there's two things I need to do before I go. First,
the people want to hear your story, Shepard. Khaleesa been seen in Al Jelani, Westerland News. I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're back, you're news. I just want to give your story its due. Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew of around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid, and yes, I remember them all. Everyone in the Fifth Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Well, when you're an ass... So that's the first thing I need to take care of. And the second thing is right here. This is the only time you can access the kiosk. And that's it. So I'm going to wrap things up. Next time, we'll run around to the shops. I will not be giving them any endorsements. I know they give you discounts, but I don't sell out like that. So that's it. Also, we'll talk to that guy. So that's it. I'm done for the day. To that, I'm going to say sayonara.